Hey there folks, niXcraft here. Welcome on back to Surviving with niXcraft, where we are finally in the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update part 1, and I am so very excited to explore around and hopefully find a bunch of cool new stuff today. And if you guys are excited as well, be sure to leave a like on the video. I would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new here as well, and let's get started, hopefully finding some new features. One of the first things I definitely want to do here is go check out the new textured ores. I know I have a couple of ores laying around in here, specifically iron. This is one of the biggest changes for me, I think. If you grab up this iron, you can already see it's got a different texture to it. We've got some coal ore in here. It's got a different texture as well. They redid all of them except for the diamonds, I believe, and ancient debris and stuff. But we could actually fortune iron now, which is crazy to say. So let's grab up our fortune pickaxe here, and we'll show a little example of it. If we lay down these iron blocks somewhere out here, iron ore blocks, they'll actually drop something called raw iron now. So there's 3 right there, and if we take our fortune 3 pickaxe, you could see those things dropping. And let's see how many we get just from 3. We have 10 raw iron. Now these could be smelted down into ingots like normally, so this means we could fortune iron now and gold, and that's just crazy to me. But I think it's a really cool change, and hopefully we can find some of this stuff naturally. I plan to go exploring a little bit. Whoops, sorry about that. I got an empty map here, and this is just off the corner to kind of complete our full map here. I'll probably expand down to here eventually too. But yeah, that's the plan for the first part of the episode. And then we gotta head over to the mob farm that we built in the last episode to improve the storage. Ended up with just over a stack of raw iron, so we are adding to our iron totals already. Now I've got a stack of rockets in my inventory, an extra in the ender chest. I think we are ready to take to the air and hopefully discover some new things. So let's go. Hopefully I don't hit my head. Yay! Definitely didn't have to fly all the way back for my cartography table, but we are here just on the edge of this map here, and I think it's time to make a new one. Hopefully we find some mountains, maybe we'll get some goats, and if we find an open cave once we get a decent amount of ways into the map, I will definitely hop in there and check things out. Hopefully we get some deep slate, and maybe even find an amethyst geode. So let's get started. Nothing new quite yet, but I did just raid that village over there, and just in the distance, we have ourselves a desert. I was looking for that a couple episodes ago to harvest up some sand, so that's good. And I think now that we're on all the way on the east side of the map, I think I'm going to maybe hop in a cave somewhere over there, and hopefully we can find some new stuff. We're a little bit off the map, but I found something, guys. Look at this. We got ourselves a goat. We gotta be careful now, 'cause these guys will ram you. But this is something new that's in the game, and they even have little baby variants. But be careful, don't get too close, because he'll charge you. Trying to get him to, actually, just so I could show you guys. But he's kind of scaring me. Make sure you're not facing the edge when you're around these guys. Hey, buddy. Ooh, there's some more. There's some more. Hey, friends. Are we friends? We're okay, right? I think they'll drop a goat's horn if you take them out. So I might test that real quick, actually. I'm sorry, goat. I didn't mean it. Let's see, did I get anything? No, just a little XP. That was kind of disappointing. Found a cool village that's sort of in a swamp. Look at these guys. They got a little leaf on their head. Hey, where you going, buddy? Where you going? Look at me. That's so funny. It's a strange spot for a house. Or strange spot for a nether portal. Either or. Well, here we are in a random, unexplored plains biome, and I think it's time that we found ourselves a cave. Now, I haven't really looked too deep into these, but they look somewhat promising. Definitely dark, so I think I'm gonna head in there, grab our chest plate here, and I'll bring you guys back in when we find something new. Well, the first branch of this cave pretty much ended right there, but on my way out, I noticed a new ore that I haven't seen before. Here we got some copper, and I could take out my Fortune 3 pickaxe and use this, and we can get some copper, or raw copper. I almost said copper ore. But look at this. How many are we going to get here? 30? Ooh, copper generates in weird sort of veins. It's kind of random and all over the place, so make sure you break the blocks that are around it, too. This cave is looking a bit more promising, and looks like we did find something new right here. This is some glow lichen, And if I take this torch away, you can see it's kind of illuminated. It glows a little bit. I'm not too sure how we could harvest it. Maybe I'd try silk touching it. And yeah, that gave it to us. So it's kind of like a cave vine, I think. You could plant this around, and I think that would mix good with vines, and maybe you could add it to a build to add like something growing on it that isn't just vines, because that's all we had in the past. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll harvest this up as we go, and let's keep lighting this thing up. Ooh, some coal. Not even that deep in the cave yet, and we are already stacking up on the ores. I think this whole fortuning iron and copper and gold thing is going to be great. We are definitely getting towards deep slate territory now. I'm at Y30, and this cave is going deeper and deeper. And let me tell you something. I have so much copper and iron, it is crazy. But I'm going to keep gathering up as much as I can. And which way was I going here? Yes, down there. Now we are definitely going to reach deep slate there. And here we go, guys. Our first look at the newest block in the game. And what I think is going to be my favorite block in the game after a while. I'll have to find some uses for it. Oh wow, look, we got some tuff here as well. So there's tuff and deep slate, and both of these things, or actually the tuff is just the block itself, but the deep slate, you could have cobbled brick, you could have stairs and slabs and walls. So this is going to open up a whole bunch of building. I'm going to clear this water out of the way. I left it because I was hoping to find an axolotl down here. Those things will spawn in caves. It's got to be water below like Y40, I think. So I was hoping to find that, but didn't. But look, we got some deep slate. So I'm going to mine out this big chunk, see how much we get. So if I mine this with my fortune pickaxe, it should give me some cobbled deep slate, which is right here. And then the silk touch will just give me regular deep slate. And the textures are pretty close, which will be cool to use in different variations and builds. I see this being a great roof block. They look like dark shingles, but you could change this into all sorts of things. I think I'm going to mine it out with my fortune pickaxe and just leave it the cobbled deep slate for now, and hopefully we could find a bit more in this cave. Got our first look at some deep slate ores too. All the different ore variants will generate in the deep slate as well, so we've got some deep slate coal here, which is pretty cool. Definitely a big change to the game. Got ourselves about 2 stacks of the deep slate and a little bit of tuff too, 44 tuff, which is really cool. I'll have to do some drafting and creative to see how we could use those blocks. But here is my raw ores chest, or shulker I should say. We have so much iron, and look at all the copper too. This is crazy. So I'm going to finish lighting up the rest of this cave. Hopefully we run into some more cool stuff, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the episode. Made our way out of the cave, unfortunately with no new things. I was looking for axolotls or even glow squids. Those will spawn in cave water as well, but we did not find any on the way out. But we have plenty of resources to go home with, so I think I'm going to finish exploring the rest of this map, and we will head on back. Back on home now, we could finally add the last addition to this map wall. Well, not the last for now. And we found a good amount of stuff, and look at that. That is a very, very big mega taiga. But now we can move on to the next part of the episode, where I want to enhance that mob farm we built in the last one, and make an auto-sorting system. So we could just go up to a little room underneath the farm and grab whatever we need from it without having to sift through the chests, and it'll just make life a lot easier for us. So let's gather up some materials and head that way. Got ourselves a shulker box full of stuff to bring along with us, and hopefully it's everything we'll need. Got some extra wood to make chests, made a whole bunch of hoppers, and got some extra iron in case we run out, and I think we'll be looking good. Also got a bunch more scaffolding because the bamboo farm has been working, so we can make our way up to where the whole storage system is. So let's head on down through the nether and get started with this thing. And by this thing, I mean this thing, of course. These chests are definitely full of random stuff here, and we are going to have to clear it out before we could do anything. And as for these bows and the carrots and random little stuff, we're not really going to make sorting systems for that. I'm mainly looking for rotten flesh, arrows, bones, what else in here? String, maybe? It's not really a whole lot of string now that I look at it. And the gunpowder, of course. The gunpowder, most importantly. So all the other random stuff will get filtered off into a chain of chests elsewhere. that will probably just dump into some lava. So that's the plan. Let me clear all this stuff out and build ourselves a little platform underneath this whole thing, just to give us some room to build, and we'll get started with the auto sorting system. So we now have our platform all nice and built up, guys. It's a pretty cool shape, and I left these little spaces over here because this is how the auto sorters, how many blocks the auto sorters need in the back for all the redstone. So I left some space for that, and I just wanted to make it equal all the way around. But we're mostly going to have the auto sorting stuff on this side. We'll leave this open for just some flight entry so we can make it. And this whole thing is going to be open. I think I really enjoy the technical look of Minecraft, and like exposed redstone doesn't really bother me, and we're going to have some ice paths going through here. It'd be tough to enclose this all into a build, and from the outside it just kind of looked like a box underneath the mob farm. So I think I'm just going to leave it all open. But either way, we cleared out these chests and actually attached a dropper right here. So we'll have a little system set up so we could dispense stuff from the dropper whenever stuff enters it, and it'll be shot off into an ice path that goes all the way around and sorts into chests that will probably be over here. I'm not too sure. We're probably just going to add chests to make everything look equal on either side, just to store things. But other than that, I think there's only going to be one sorter for the main stuff that we need. Speaking of all that stuff, here's a shulker box full of all the flesh and bones and all the stuff we got. Not too much string, which is a little strange, but that's okay. And this is all like the extra things that we get. I threw out like the bows and the armor and stuff like that. We'll set up a little system that just dispenses it into lava. But right here is some cool things. Instant health potion, a couple speed potions, some iron, and random crops from zombies and stuff like that. And these are witch drops, the sugar and the glowstone. This is really cool stuff to have, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to set up some hoppers to collect all those items, and then we'll just have to organize that ourselves. But anyways, to get started here, we're going to start laying down the packed ice for our ice paths here. We could probably take this one out underneath the dropper. We don't need that. And we're going to just bring that out a couple blocks and then bring it that way to go across chests over there. Now that the ice path is laid out, we will eventually get some glass walls in there so no items can escape it. We can come start putting the redstone in, and I got some hoppers here, and we're going to just place these facing into these blocks, and they're actually not going to be facing into anything at all. These are going to be the filter hoppers, where our items will get filtered out. And in my inventory here, you see I have a renamed slab. I use mossy cobblestone slabs because those are never gonna ever enter this storage system at all. So you could also rename the block if you want. So sub to Nick slab it is. That is a lot of hoppers right there. We will be building an auto sorter that I saw in Prowl's Bedrock guide. I'll definitely link that video in the description. Whoa, I'm standing right on the edge. He's got a lot of cool videos, though. Be sure to check out the Bedrock guide. Shout out to Prowl for this one. But we're going to want to start with a block going right here. And this one is going to have the comparator on it to read what kind of items and how many items are going into the hopper. So let's place that there, and then we're going to need a block above this one. So I guess I'll have to stack up here for a second. And we're going to go 1, 2... and then down one more over to here, and 3. And this is going to have redstone on it. Prowl actually used glass in his video, so we're also going to do that. And then our next block is going to be right over here, and that is going to have a repeater on it. So we're going to start laying this redstone in, but I think I'm just going to place down all the blocks first. Okay, now that we're surrounded by blocks, we're going to put our redstone torches on these blocks right here. And the ones just a block away, we're going to put the repeaters, if I could get up there. There we go. We'll stick these down here like this. Then up on top here, we're going to put down the comparators facing out like this, and cover all these blocks here in some redstone. And that is basically it, besides putting some blocks in this filter hopper right here. At these top hoppers here, grabbing up our sub to Nick slabs, we're going to want to place 4 of them just across like that. And our first filter is going to be rotten flesh. Now it's going to start draining into the chest a little bit, all the way until 41, I believe. And that will be where it stays. And any more rotten flesh that will pass over here will go through into the chest. And any other items will pass over because of these slabs blocking the entrance into the hopper. So if we head down to this chest over here, we should have, yep, there's 23 flesh in the bottom chest, so that's perfect. We're going to do rotten flesh here, bones, then I think gunpowder, string, and arrows, and those will be the 5 main chests that we need. Then we will make the path just go through this way. On this side, we will just put hoppers that will filter down into chests with everything, with all the armor and all the bows and stuff like that, and we'll just dispose of it elsewhere. But that will be the plan, and I'm going to get these filters in. I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to start putting in the water and stuff like that. Excuse the sounds of a witch laughing in the background, but I now repeated the auto sorter that we had on this side over here. I decided against just a bulk storage of everything and left it to these last 3 chests. This one actually doesn't have a filter. The hopper just goes straight down into these chests, and it'll just be full of the armor and the bows, because this one has sugar, this one has glowstone, and we have redstone and iron actually filtering in these farms now. So I could just stand here and collect all sorts of resources. And this end chest is actually going to have some bottles with potions and stuff, and empty bottles, and also all the armor and stuff. So we'll have to still look through this chest for that sort of stuff. But these are both in, and we could start getting the waterway in, so we could start filtering items. Got all the glass in now, guys, so we could start placing down the water to push this stuff along. Oops, let me crouch here. And the water will turn the corner there, and let's say we place a sign right there. The signs will block off the water, and it should slide across the ice. We should be able to put another bucket there. That turns the corner, and I think we are going to probably put a sign here, block it off, so that we could put another water bucket there. Let's head to my water source and go to bed real quick. We'll get this all the way around so items can filter all the way to the very last hopper. Water and signs are all the way in, all across, guys. And now for the test, I'm going to throw something in here, just a piece of steak, and we will see if it makes it all the way around. So it slid there, perfect. Slid there, going across the hoppers, looking good. Oh, it's a fast little bugger, isn't it? And it goes into the end. Is it in this chest down here? Yes, it is. So it looks like we got all of the redstone correct and all the waterways are looking good. So now we could test this thing out. I think I'm going to AFK for a little while on this platform that's behind us and collect up some mobs in here. See if this little auto sorter can organize all the stuff coming in. Actually forgot a key part of this, which is the little circuit that will fire the dropper when anything enters it. And I think we're just gonna set it up like, oop, not like that. Let's get on top of this thing here and go up like this. And will this do it if I place it down this way? Let's see. Yep, that'll be right? No, it's gonna have to go up one more block. Alright guys, we got this circuit in, and I AFK'd for just a few minutes just to stack up some mobs in there. So let's turn on this trident killer and hold the looting 3 sword, and we should actually get some XP from standing over here as well, I think. Oops, did I shut it off again? There we go. So that should take out the mobs, and hopefully this thing is filling up with some drops. I saw a few mobs drop in there, so it all depends on how long it takes to take them out. Got ourselves a bit of XP there, but it wasn't too many mobs. What matters is that we got some stuff in the dropper now, so we could hit this lever, and the circuit will start firing the items along the path, and they should be all getting sucked up into here, into their right chests, and it looks like it is doing that. So we've got some gunpowder stacking up there. There's the bones there, string. We didn't really have any string, so, and the arrows there. And if we look in this chest back here, nothing should be in it. That is perfect. Nothing made it all the way around, and we are doing good. Breaking down our ender chest now with all of our stuff, and did I just drop it down there? No way. No way I just dropped it down there. Well, that's a good way to end an episode, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now we're being attacked. Oh, my gosh. And he's holding a piece of my smooth stone. Come on now. Did he just drop copper? Wow, what is happening right now? Apparently that's extremely rare for drowns to drop copper like that, but I guess we just had some good luck. I think that may have been the first drown I killed in 117, and we got a copper ingot. But either way, behind us now we have our whole auto-sorting system all set up, And I think that's just about going to do it for me. So as the sun is setting and apparently storming, I'm going to end this episode. I appreciate you guys stopping by as always. My name is niXcraft. Please subscribe if you're new here and leave a like. I always appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one, guys.